Hi moms, welcome back to our channel, Motherhood by Rosebelsie. Today I'd like to talk to us about motherhood and prayer life. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot of times we feel really overwhelmed. There's so much calling for our attention during the day. There's so much to do. Everything is just calling out for your attention. You wake up so early. By the time you know it, you're looking at the clock and it's midnight, you've not yet slept, you're just cleaning up your kitchen and doing so much. And I wanted to just encourage us. Prayer is really, really important to you, especially that time when you have so much on your table. You really need the help of God and the help of the Holy Spirit as you're going about your day. And one of the things that really helped me, because there's a time I really felt overwhelmed and felt like, I don't even have time to pray. And whenever I would go, I'd check the time, I'm like, I don't even have enough time for prayer. Until one day I woke up and I realized there's no definition for the amount of time that you're going to be in your prayer closet or that you're going to be, communing with God. And 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, it really counts. It doesn't have to be one long hour. It can be, an hour through the day with those minutes spread across the day. And sometimes you feel like, you feel so guilty, like I've not had enough time to pray. And I really encourage ourselves, I'd like to encourage us, like take those 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all you have. Take the 5 minutes. Go and talk to God, like very intentionally. And a lot of other times, during the day when you're going around about your day, some of us are stay-at-home moms. Others are out there, going to work. Wherever you're in a mat or you're driving yourself to work, make it intentional to commune with God during those undistracted moments, like nobody's talking to you. Talk to God. You're in the kitchen doing dishes, you're doing laundry, you're folding up your laundry. Talk to God in those moments. Remind him, remind him how much you need him. Remind him how much you need his help. And invite his presence. Invite his presence into what you're doing. Invite his presence into your every minute, into your every moment. And you'll be surprised how energized you usually feel in those moments of communing with God, and how much your burden lightens. That you feel, I didn't have the hour to just be somewhere in a corner praying, but I've had more than the hour communing with God in all these different moments in my day. When you feel overwhelmed at the beginning of the day or somewhere in the middle of the day, just, ask the Holy Spirit, like, I feel overwhelmed right now. Please give me strength. Please help me in this situation. Please intervene. Please, intercede through me and for me. And one of the things that I've really learned recently, okay, I always knew it, but it really struck, like it came alive for me recently, is the fact that Jesus is our intercessor. And then the Holy Spirit is also our intercessor. Imagine we have two intercessors. So Jesus is seated at the right hand of the Father, interceding for us. So he does not expect you to be perfect. And that's why he's standing in between you and God, interceding for you. So in those moments when you feel like, I've woken up, I've had to rush out the door, I've not even prayed, remind Jesus, please intercede for me in these moments. In other times, you don't even know what to pray. You don't know what to say to God. Call for the Holy Spirit, like, I don't know what to pray. Please pray through me. I don't know what to say to God. I'm overwhelmed, but I don't have the words to express myself to God. Let him intercede through you, and you'll be amazed at how much your life changes as you learn to connect with God in your different schedules, in your different, baby waking up through the night, in those feeds, like when you've woken up in the middle of the night to feed your baby. Commune with God at that time, like remind God, please, help me in these moments. I really would have loved to sleep. I really would have wanted to have, a full night's sleep uninterrupted. But I'm grateful that you've given me these gifts of a baby. And that's why I'm awake. You have entrusted me with a life. I am grateful. And even as I serve this baby, remind me that your presence is always with me. Remind me that you're always near. Remind me that you're always beside me, inside my heart, that I'm never alone in these overwhelming moments, that I'm never, you never left me to do this by myself. You never left me to figure everything out by myself. You've given me two advocates. Like I have Jesus and I have the Holy Spirit to guide me and to help me in raising my child, in keeping my home, in cooking, in my normal day job. Like Jesus and the Holy Spirit are there every step of the way, working with you and ensuring that you don't crash, ensuring that you're empowered, ensuring that you're accompanied, that you're never alone. So be reminded of that, and be reminded that someone cares about you. If nobody told you today, you're doing an incredible job. Motherhood is purpose. Motherhood is the hardest job on earth, or just being a parent, whether you're a father or a mother. It's the hardest job on the universe because it's a full-time job. It has no breaks. It's a job that demands everything, your attention, your affection, your strength. It requires so much input, and you're doing well. You're doing the right thing. You're fathering and mothering your child for the first time, and with what's available to you, the resources that are available to you, whether you have 3 children, you are a father or a mother for the first time for each of these children. Just take every day, one day at a time. Learn, expose yourself to information, interact with other parents who are doing the same thing that you're doing, interact with parents who are ahead of you, and also be intentional about holding the hand of someone who's behind you, like someone who has a child younger than yours, and together we can do way better.